gonna change that. No, you can try to never reach us. You can try to not defeat us. No, you can come and be the best that you can, but you'll never have the slightest chance. No.
Welcome to Williamsport High School, getting set for boys basketball action here on Antietam Broadband tonight. The Williamsport Wildcats hosting the North Hagerstown Hubs. Final game of the regular season for both of these teams. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. Mark Keller along with Chad Brashears. Should be a good one here tonight. We've been looking forward to this one a little bit.
I'm looking forward to this game. It's a packed house. It's cold outside. It's warm in here. It's what high school basketball is all about on Friday nights.
Absolutely. Nice Friday night here in the gym. Packed house, as you mentioned. And let's start out talking about the Hubs. We saw Williamsport last week, so we'll talk about North Hagerstown a little bit now. Coming into this one with a 15-6 record. Hit a little bit of a bump in the road here in February. 3-3 in their last 6. A lot of games against Frederick County teams. A couple games against Thomas Johnson has taken them down. But they come into this having beaten Williamsport already this year.
Yeah.
So how can they look back at that game before, and what can we do to get the same result here tonight?
You know, talking to Coach Naylor, as we talked about earlier this week and tonight before the game, it's got to get the train back on the tracks and got to get everybody back on the same sheet of music. Right now, they're starting to figure that out. They didn't do that for a while, and it made things really difficult for them. I mean, they're coming off of a great week of scoring the basketball, but they're not defending real well. And I know Coach Naylor is preaching that they've got to defend the ball better tonight.
Yeah, some big offensive numbers being put up here by North Hagerstown over the last couple of weeks. Really going back all the way to the middle of January. Lots of scores in the 70s. The last two games they've been in the 80s, but they split those games. Scored 87 against Thomas Johnson last week, but lost that one 99-87. So we know the Hubs can put up the points, and one player in particular really putting up the points here recently, and that's Michael Dorsey. Yeah,
I mean, Joey's been great. Joey's been unbelievable. He's averaging 33.5 this week. He scored 43 against TJ on Monday night and came back against Linganore and scored 24. So when you look at it from that standpoint, he's putting the basketball in the hole. Landon Somerville's putting the basketball in the hole. Can they defend Williamsport, who's averaging almost 70 a game? And that's going to be the biggest stop tonight.
Yeah, Dorsey setting a school record with that 43 points against TJ last week, and breaking Ted Scheck's old record. Who else on the Hubs roster offensively? Who are they going to be looking to? Because obviously Williamsport, with that defense, we saw that tough defense that they play. They're going to be looking to shut Dorsey down. So who else can step up and get some points on the board for them?
Well, the first one we're going to go with is Landon Somerville. Landon's averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. He's doing an unbelievable job. The second one's going to be Braden Cepedas. He's averaging 11 points and 3 assists a game. And the one that's kind of the outlier a little bit is Braden Griffin. He's only averaging 6 points a game, but he shoots the ball exceptionally well. He's really tough on defense, and I have a feeling Braden's going to have a good game tonight.
Could be a shootout here tonight. You mentioned a lot of points being put up by the Williamsport offense as well. And we'll talk about the Wildcats a little bit more in a few moments. And as we mentioned, the final regular season game for both of these teams tonight, but both have another game before the playoff starts. A little bit of a playoff game, as it were, but both teams will be playing in the CMC championship games next week. Yep. Set one, Williamsport playing in the small school game against Boonesboro, North playing against Urbana in the big school game. Really quite an accomplishment for a couple of Washington County schools to be in that mix.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened. I know when the CMC kind of developed, which was back in 2017, I couldn't tell you how many times Washington County schools have either won it or been in it, in the way that they are right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they play. I know talking to both coaches, they like the thought of having that game. That's a nice one to have. It's a feather in your cap type game. But realistically, you get through this game, which is the last game of the regular season, and it's all eyes are focused on the playoffs. What the playoff breakings out look like, the seedings look like, how deep you can go, who you're possibly going to have to run into the second and third round. Coaches say they never look ahead. Every coach looks ahead. You always want to know who that next person is you have to overcome. And I think right now, both coaches are in that process. But for the next 32 minutes, the only one they're focused about tonight is the one on the other end of the court.
Well, stay with us. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll bring in Bob Parcelletti, third member of our broadcast team here tonight. He's going to be talking with North Hagerstown coach Kevin Naylor. So when we come back, we'll send it over to Bob Parcelletti. Stay with us. High school basketball coming to you here on Antietam Broadband. The Wildcats taking on the Hubs here tonight. Friday night basketball on Antietam Broadband. Stay with us.
Substance use does not discriminate and has no boundaries. There is a silent and deadlier epidemic occurring in all communities across the nation. Stigma. Stigma keeps individuals and families living in a spiral of guilt and shame. It keeps people from coming out of the shadows and asking for help. But there is hope. Rise up, speak out, and be the change so we can all end this silent epidemic. For more information, go to WashingtonGoesPurple.com.
Sure, making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
Hagerstown Honda is spreading love all month long by putting you in the Honda that you'll adore, like the stunning Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the trustworthy and fuel-efficient CR-V, and the roomy and powerful beloved Honda Pilot that seats up to 8. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with the Honda that you're going to fall in love with. Find the key to your heart in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. Their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Voltage Wrestling is coming to Antietam Broadband.
Let it blow, gotta breathe. Liquid love, trying to hypnotize me. Feel the rush, wanna scream. Hit it hard, no, you'll never let it be.
The action and excitement of Voltage Wrestling on Washington County Living, Channel 6 and 806.
Williamsport High School getting set for boys basketball action here in Williamsport tonight. The Wildcats taking on the North Hagerstown Hubs. We're going to send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has North coach Kevin Naylor with him right now. Bob, take it away.
Hi, I'm here with Kevin Naylor. Kevin, this is the last game of the season, regular season. You guys are playing the two best teams against each other. Is this the county Super Bowl we're standing at?
I guess you could call it that. It seems to be that way this year, especially being I think they have the best record in the CMC, and then I think we have the second best record in the CMC. So that adds a lot of goodies to it.
Oh, you guys played the first game or played the first time, and it was a pretty heated rivalry with that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like our inner city game. Now we got to add Williamsport in, and it's a three-way festival now. And of course, this year Williamsport's got a really strong team, so it's in our best interest to make sure we stay focused in this game.
You guys played, we saw you against South. You guys played pretty well in that game, but you've hit a bump on the road here in the last 6 or 7 games. What's going on?
I just think it's just like most good teams that, you hit that spell where you start to have to work things out. I don't think our defense fell off a little bit. That really hurt us. Then we had some issues with our offense, but luckily for us, we were able to get it straightened out a little bit in a couple games. Had a real good game against Linganore, so hopefully it carries over into the night.
So is that lull your reset button to try to get ready for the playoffs?
I don't know if there's a reset button. I think it's more like, hey, you better wake up or we'll be setting early.
Well, I hope it keeps going for you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Thank you to Kevin as well. We remind you our live coverage here tonight on Antietam Broadband brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Well, let's talk about the Wildcats now, Chad. 18-3 coming into this one, and they've been on a roll, winning their last 8 games. And in those 8 games, 7 of those 8 games, they've scored 75 or more points. So they're really lighting up the scoreboard here in Williamsport over the last about the last month.
They really have. I mean, they got 4 guys that are averaging in double figures. We talked about that the last time we were on air. How many high school teams in Washington County have had that happen for an entire season? And I think, the buckets come from everywhere, so it's really hard to defend them. But, we were joking a little bit before we got on air. I think the first team to get to 75 tonight is going to get a win. And I think, you know, you look at a lot of teams that are offensively minded. The defense tonight is going to have to step up on both sides of the ball, but it's going to be interesting to see how Williamsport handles North's full court pressure and vice versa.
We saw Williamsport last Friday night here, you know, in a win over South Hagerstown, 96-60. Yeah, and we talked in that one, you know, could they get to 100 points in that game? And certainly pushed for it, and didn't slow down much earlier this week against Boonesboro with an 83-54 win to come into this one, continuing on that roll.
No, and if you start talking about the big four, I mean, Jameer Bird had 25, Ciante Wilmore had 20, Xavier Ori had 12, and Markel Campbell had 10. And you look at that, I mean, when you have to learn how to defend that for 32 minutes, that makes it really difficult.
Yeah, who do you key on in that? You know, we talked about Ciante Wilmore. Obviously, he's the top scorer and honored here before the game started. Senior night here in Williamsport, and you know, we joked a little bit about Ciante Wilmore, that he's been here forever, but he's been a starter for 4 years here at Williamsport, and you know, so what can North do to slow him down? And how do you keep everybody else at bay also? I think it's come down to physicality. I mean, I think, you know, Ciante is a very physical person. Obviously, he did really well on the football field, but he's very physical. If you can shell up and defend him one-on-one and have a really good defense behind him, I think that's a big piece of this game. I think another big piece is the other starter that Williamsport's going to have tonight, and that's Saquon Streeter. Goes by Pop. Pop's going to be the one that's kind of directing the traffic out there. He's the composer of this thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how he handles North's pressure as well to get them into their stuff offensively. 8 straight wins for the Wildcats coming into this one. 18-3 record on the season. It's something we're kind of used to with the Wildcats, is having seasons like that. You know, we talked a little bit about just that tradition, that legacy here in Williamsport of fantastic basketball teams. You know, go through the coaches that have been here, and Jonathan Wesson, you know, the newest coach here in Williamsport, really continuing that tradition, has the Wildcats right on that same path.
I mean, he has. You know, you can go back and we'll use, you know, we'll show it with Coach Murphy. Coach Murphy did an awesome job getting them on the map. And then Coach Mowbray, you know, was one of them. Coach Darren Crawford was in that mix. Then you get into Ryan Grable, and, you know, you go right into Coach Wesson. I mean, you know, it's right there, and it's the guys that really have held the things together here and done it the right way. But, I mean, it's Friday night. Look at the gym. I know it's senior night. I know it's North. But realistically, this is what most Friday night gyms look like in Williamsport.
It's nice to see a big crowd here. Take a look there at the North Hagerstown student section on one side of the gym, and on the opposite side of the gym of the Williamsport student section, looking about the same size as well. So should be a good one here tonight. We've been really looking forward to this one. A great Friday night in Williamsport as the Wildcats get set to take on the North Hagerstown Hub. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll be just about set for tip-off. High school basketball on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. Stay with us, much more to come.
With over 20 years in the real estate industry, Cindy Zhang brings a wealth of experience to every transaction. Proudly serving buyers and sellers, the Golden Rule is the foundation of her business. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, she's committed to guiding you every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Let her expertise work for you. Contact Cindy Zhang at RE/MAX Achievers today, 240-625-6535.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank & Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank & Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank & Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School, getting set for boys basketball action between the visiting North Hagerstown Hubs and the Williamsport Wildcats. We're going to send it down here to the floor as the starting lineups are introduced here. for this boys basketball matchup in Williamsport tonight. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. Let's go down to the floor and hear the starting lineups.
Or gestures towards officials, coaches, student athletes, or other spectators. Please help us respect the game and be role models at WHS. Let positivity support tonight's players, coaches, and officials. Thank you for displaying good sportsmanship. And now, introducing the visiting Hubs. Sophomore number 1, Braden Sesbeth. Junior number 2, Joey Dorsey. Junior number 10, Landon Somerville. Senior number 3, Dar Wheaton. And senior number 24, Braden Griffin. The Hubs are coached by Kevin Naylor. And now for your Williamsport Wildcats. Sophomore number 11, Zach Rice. Junior number 3, Xavier Horry. Junior number 24, Jameer. Senior number 2,
For the Wildcats and the Hubs, we're going to take one more break here before tip-off. When we come back, the Hubs taking on the Wildcats. High school basketball on Antietam Broadband coming up right after this.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
Get a sweetheart of a deal on your new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Come and feel the love and adore your deal from
Hagerstown Kia.
Running the bases, it's more than just about speed. It's about agility, endurance, and resilience. But injuries can slow you down. At Meritus, we specialize in keeping athletes at their peak. From prevention to recovery, from rookies to professionals, our team of experts are here to keep you at the top of your game.
911, what is your emergency?
I've been in a car accident.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm trapped in a car and my 4-year-old is hurt bad. He's not breathing.
Okay, ma'am, help is on the way.
Will you answer the call?
Go for Bold is aimed at promoting healthy lifestyles. HealthyWashingtonCounty.com offers an entire online section of resources, including a weight tracker, to help participants reach and maintain a healthy weight. Go for Bold also provides information on fun events to increase physical activity and mindfulness techniques to incorporate into your day. 163,000 pounds have been lost so far in this 10-year journey, but we need you. Visit HealthyWashingtonCounty.com and go for Bold today.
Tonight's live coverage is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and their surrounding communities. We are underway here in Williamsport. Wildcats control the opening tip. Tyquan Streeter to Campbell. Campbell driving the lane. Markel Campbell with the first points of the game for the Wildcats.
A really good take getting downhill there, get off the screen, no help side defense.
One of two seniors who were honored before the game here for the Wildcats. He along with Ciante Wilmore. Darian Whedon to Landon Somerville. And now Cespedes for three, no good.
Nice rebound.
Kicks it back out. This is Joey Dorsey. Cespedes driving the lane, blocked there by Jameer Bird. Out of bounds to the Hubs. Jameer Bird does have some length in there.
Yes, he does.
6'6".
He's probably got about a 6'8" wingspan.
The kick to Braden Griffin, his three no good. And it's Xavier Ori with the rebound, driving down the lane. His shot no good. Rebound to Braden Griffin. Griffin pushing it the other way. The three from Dorsey is no good. And it's Tyquan Streeter with the rebound for the Cats.
Looks like they're going to go back into their ball screen action here.
Campbell trying to get the ball to Ori. Threw that one away, and it's out of bounds to North. A little more than a minute in here. 2-0 Wildcats lead it. Final regular season game for both teams here this evening. Bird all over Braden Griffin, tied up, and the possession will stay with North Hagerstown. Dorsey to inbound, and he gets it back. Kicks
That's a great move right there.
Nice pump fake, and the back basket there.
Great move
by Landon Somerville ties things up. 2-2. Markel Campbell
rub cut.
Finds Bird cutting. And the other way, it'll be an offensive foul against Jameer Bird.
That's a great job by Braden Griffin. I'm sure Coach Naylor has showed them game film. As he gets downhill in that little rub cut there, they usually go downhill right at the rim. Braden did his job. He steps in and takes a charge. That's a great job. Braden Griffin just earned a milkshake.
There you go. Chick-fil-A, keep it open.
That's exactly right.
Dorsey looking for Whedon cutting across the baseline, and it's out of bounds.
Getting into that flex cut. Coach runs that flex cut every once in a while, try to get some space into movement. Here he comes.
Griffin with the left hand down the lane, and good. Braden Griffin.
Great take by the senior.
Hubs with the 4-2 lead.
Ball screen motion, he's getting downhill.
Campbell pulls up at the top of the key.
Great help side defense in there.
Campbell to Streeter, back to Campbell. Tripped up. Going to the basket. Incidental contact, and the Hubs take it the other way. Joey Dorsey into the lane, no good. It's Wilmore with the rebound, but he's tied up there. Dorsey takes it back, and Joey Dorsey has his first points of the night. A 6-2 lead for North Hagerstown.
Great defensive play coming from behind, getting the punch out and getting the bucket.
Xavier Ori, little spin move, kicks it out to Streeter for three. No good, and it's Dorsey with the rebound. He fought off Ciante Wilmore to get that one.
Great pass.
Nice look to Landon Somerville.
That's a quick timeout. That's a good timeout. That's a great way for North to start the basketball game. They're playing 84 feet. Williamsport's only playing 40 feet right now, and it's hurting them.
Landon Somerville with 4 points here in the early going as we take a break at 4:43 left here in the first period. And North coach Kevin Naylor has to like what he sees so far, Chad.
Both sides of the court, they're strapping up on defense, and they're getting out and pushing and sharing the basketball on offense. He's got to be happy with that right now. I've known Coach for a long time, and we usually text after every game. Monday night, I didn't get a text back as early as I usually do, so I have a feeling he was probably trying to figure out what Wednesday was going to look like. The text was a little bit quicker on Thursday. He's been doing this for a long time. He's a great coach, does it the right way, handles the boys the right way. Now North's going to come out and probably get into their run and jump now and speed this up even faster like they did against South.
Cubs with the pressure up the court now. Nice look there to Campbell underneath the Bird. Jameer Bird with a nice reverse lay-in. Has his first bucket of the night.
Markel did a great job flashing middle there, getting in the middle, exposing the opening in the defense, and then finding the cutter.
Call for a hand check there against Tyquan Streeter.
Williamsport sitting in the zone now.
Dorsey to Cespedes, around the horn to Whedon.
Way to direct traffic.
Cespedes for three, no good. Bird with the rebound. Zay Ori had to take it away.
Great steal
by Cespedes, going the other way. Somerville for the bucket. A 10-4 lead for North Hagerstown. Campbell pulls it back out here for Williamsport.
North back on their man defense. Gar Whedon is all over Markel Campbell right now.
Wilmore for a long three, in and out.
If you're on the north side of the basketball, that's a win on defense. If he's shooting that shot, you're doing a great job defensively.
Dorsey loses it there, and Ori brings it back the other way for the Wildcats. Streeter wide open for three. No good. And the rebound to Somerville. 3.5 to go here in the first. It's a 10-4 lead for North Hagerstown. Somerville shot no good. Streeter
pass.
Looking down for Wilmore. Up and in. Ciante Wilmore is on the board for the Wildcats. 10-6 North Hagerstown lead.
You don't see a lot of full court bounce passes. That was a great thread pass there.
Somerville back up top. Cespedes, a long three here by Whedon is no good. Coming back the other way is Campbell. He was stopped there by Griffin.
Nice
around
move.
the back.
One more.
Cespedes.
Cespedes has been feeling it. You can see it. His energy level is off the charts right now.
First bucket of the game for him. It's 12-6 North. Jameer Bird for three. No good. The rebound to Dorsey.
That's a great take. Yep. Pop gets a milkshake on that one.
Tyquan Streeter draws the charge.
When you got someone like Braden Griffin coming downhill at you and you stand there to take the charge, man, that's guts.
So the foul on Griffin is his first on the Hubs.
North back to their 1-2-2.
Streeter to Bird. And the foul's going to go the other way here against Streeter. Second for him.
Jameer Bird was a little excited there. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to get off that screen, turn to get downhill, but he was a little bit too excited. Like, I let that screen get set. Now they're running a 1-1-3. Basically, it's going to go down to a 2-3, but it's an odd front to start. North's patience is going to be key here.
Jaden Williams, number 1, checked in for Williamsport. As Streeter picked up his second foul there. Nice look underneath for Somerville. 8 points for Landon Somerville, and it's a 14-6 North Hagerstown lead. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first period.
The communication that North's having on defense, and it's right in front of us right here. We can hear him talking. Landon's talking about matching up, in gap, everything like that. It's everything a coach wants out of their seniors, especially this deep in the season.
Somerville all over Bird, but he made his way to the basket, but no good. Going the other way, Whedon. Dorsey fighting down the baseline. Somerville pulls it out, looking underneath, and a block there by Xavier Ori. Dorsey inbounds to Cepedas. Cepedas across the lane, looking
pass,
inside. Landon Somerville in double digits already. 10 points, 16-6 lead for North Hagerstown.
Last time we had Somerville on television, he went for 30. Can he do the same tonight? He's on his way.
Ori drives the lane and gets his first bucket of the night. 16-8 at the 1 minute mark. Dorsey with the left hand.
Good extra pass.
Cepedas up and in. Braden Cepedas, 4 points. 45 seconds to go here in the first. It's a 10-point lead for the Hubs. Markel Campbell at the free throw line, hits it. 4 points for Campbell. 18-10 North lead.
Got about a 6-second differential, but I really don't think the shot clock matters tonight in this game.
I don't know if the shot clock's gotten below 10 yet. It's off now.
Not very often, has it? Cepedas is playing at a pace right now that's forcing Williamsport to do things they're not comfortable with. Now, I'll start this. When the game started, Williamsport picked up half court. Against South, they picked up full court, and I felt as though that energy and that effort got them easy buckets. I feel like now that they're going to have to try to speed this thing back up, the question is, how is that going to affect them?
The foul was on Jaden Williams. Cepedas hits his first free throw, has a second coming here. 29 seconds left here in the first period. Cepedas, 2 for 2, puts that lead back out to 10 points. 20-10. The Hubs leading the Wildcats. Ori brings it across midcourt. Markel Campbell. Tyson Cleary in the game now for the Wildcats.
Good rip going baseline.
The baseline. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound. No good there either. 6 seconds to go. Going the other way. Dorsey driving the bucket. No good. Cleary gets the rebound for the Wildcats. And that's the end of the first period. Landon Somerville, 10 points for North Hagerstown. Gives the Hubs a 20-10 lead. Williamsport coach Jonathan Wesson looking for a technical foul call, saying that Somerville hung on the rim.
A lot of protection, and there are two guys underneath them. Yeah. You got to protect themselves. You have two student sections going at it. You have two teams going at it. It's going to be very intense tonight.
Stay with us. Second period coming up after this. The Hubs leading the Wildcats 20-10. Stay with us.
Washington County Health Department Tobacco Education and Enforcement Program extends its heartfelt gratitude to these vigilant guardians of public health, to our esteemed tobacco retailers who've successfully passed their 2024 compliance checks. We applaud your unwavering dedication. Your commitment to refusing tobacco sales to minors not only upholds the law, but also fosters a healthier and safer environment for our entire community. Thank you for being the shining example of responsible retail practices.
Substance use does not discriminate and has no boundaries. There is a silent and deadlier epidemic occurring in all communities across the nation. Stigma. Stigma keeps individuals and families living in a spiral of guilt and shame. It keeps people from coming out of the shadows and asking for help. But there is hope. Rise up, speak out, and be the change so we can all end this silent epidemic. For more information, go to WashingtonGoesPurple.com.
Back at Williamsport High School, the Hubs with a 20-10 lead, now 22-10, as Landon Somerville gets another bucket. 12 points so far for Landon Somerville as we get started here in the second period.
That was a great deflection by Khalil Pagis coming in the game there, scored it.
Nice drive to the bucket there by Markel Campbell for the basket. 22-12. Campbell with 6 points for the Wildcats. Cepedas, that's going to be an offensive foul. Nice job by Tyson Cleary to take the charge on that one.
Absolutely. You know, Cepedas is getting yelled at by Coach Naylor. He's asking him, what are you doing? And I know that's not what Kevin wants to do on offense. It's about moving the basketball and getting the right play.
We've seen that on numerous occasions with the Hubs. They've been at their best offensively when they've moved the ball around.
Absolutely.
Their passing has been fantastic.
It has. When that ball pings, man, they're looking great. Got to have help side here.
A foul called here against the Wildcats. It's going to go against Cleary.
You know, one thing we didn't really talk about a lot, but as we got into break, we were able to talk about it. I think Deontay Wilmer's attempted one shot so far this game, and it was about a 22-footer. I mean, he had the layup here at the end.
He had a couple here, right.
But, I mean, realistically, the ball has not gone through him. Against South, he had 27. The ball went through him a lot. Here comes the flex cut. Good.
And Wilmore with the takeaway there. Yeah, if you remember, Wilmore in that game against South had 17 in the first quarter.
Yes, he did. He played exceptionally well.
Campbell.
Nice defense.
Ganged up on in the corner.
Great
nice
pass.
look.
That's
from
a great
Ori
pass.
to Wilmore. Gets the basket, and now we're going to have a technical foul called against the Wildcats.
Looks like the technical foul's on Markel Campbell. I think the toughest part about this, and we sit in a different seat, so it's a lot more fun here, Mark, than it is on the bench, I promise you that, is that in a game like this, emotions can ride way too high and way too fast.
So Wilmore gets one shot here to try and complete the three-point play for the Wildcats. Off the front of the room for Wilmore.
Got Dar Whedon shooting the technicals here.
Whedon misses the first. We'll get one more here, and then North Hagerstown will have possession.
It's getting a little energetic and live here tonight, isn't it?
It is. Whedon misses both of the technicals.
Would you want anything less?
No, this is what you want.
This is awesome.
In a game like this, two of the best teams in Washington County. Final game of the regular season.
Nice shot.
Nice touch there by Joey Dorsey. 4 points on the night for him. And that North lead back out to 10 points, 24-14. Ori almost lost it, keeps it. The three-pointer from Jaden Williams. First bucket of the night for Williams. Cuts that lead down to 7, 24-17. Cepedas to Dorsey. And Dorsey's going to draw the foul. That's going to be against Zay Ori. Cepedas across the baseline. So we're going to have another foul called here.
Cepedas' gear is different tonight than a lot of the guys on the floor. I feel like when he turns that corner, he's getting downhill a lot faster than the people that are defending him.
That foul against Jaden Williams, 2 on him. Cepedas.
Good pass.
Pegues can't get it to go. Khalil Pegues in the game now for North Hagerstown. But he's fouled. He's going to go to the line. And that foul also on Jaden Williams. So he's picked up 3 quick ones.
Yes, he has.
And Williams came in for Streeter, who picked up 2 quick ones in the first period.
And he just checked back in the game. I would not be surprised if Williamsport tries to do some more of a different zone look at this point right now. I mean, it's 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the half. Coach West has got to buy some time right now to get those guys back on the court without having to worry about picking up another foul.
Pegues 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The lead back to 8 for North Hagerstown. Campbell drives the lane. Can't get it to go. Bird with the rebound. Rolls in.
Nice take.
Jameer Bird back on the board for Williamsport. 25-19. 5:15 to go here in the first half.
Flex action.
Pegues to Dorsey. Cepedis.
8 on the shot clock.
Up to Reese Strickland, who's in the game now for the Hubs. Griffin for 3, no good. Dorsey with the rebound. Contact, but no foul called. Wilmore gets the rebound off of the Dorsey shot.
Solid rebound in traffic.
Ori pulls up from the free throw line. Xavier Ori.
Quick timeout by Coach Naylor. He wants to talk it over.
Yeah, that 10-point lead all the way down to 4 now for North Hagerstown. Kevin Naylor will take a break here. Take a look at that shot there from Zay Ori.
It's a great pull-up.
Ori with 4 points on the night for the Wildcats. Tonight's live coverage of high school basketball on Antietam Broadband brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband tonight. If you're watching us on channel 6 or 806, or if you're watching us on YouTube, glad to have you with us for this live coverage. Got some replay opportunities coming up we'll tell you about. Is Joey Dorsey ready to inbound here to Cepedis. 4:37 to go here in the second period. North Hagerstown had that lead cut down to 4 points now, 25-21. Griffin has it kicked away, but Dorsey recovers. Cepedis, long three-pointer. Hits the back of the rim and out. Streeter coming the other way. Wilmore. And a block called against Braden Cepedis. And Ciante Wilmore will go to the foul line.
He did not stay in general guarding position. He slid to the side to take it. That's why they came up with the block foul. We talked about that last Friday, didn't we? The hardest call in sports.
It is.
The charge block call.
Wilmore shooting 2, misses the first. The second shot here, the chance to make it a one-possession ball game. And he gets it.
Here comes the full court, starting to stretch their defense a little bit. Actually, it's the zone.
5 points for Wilmore. 25-22 is the North lead. Whedon over to Dorsey. Dorsey with the left hand. Tried for the dunk, but couldn't get it to go. Now Somerville with the follow is no good. But he was fouled.
That would have been a replay worth seeing a lot.
And I was just going to say, Coach Naylor probably not happy with that. And he's looking at Dorsey and saying, all you had to do was lay it in.
That's exactly right. 2 points is 2 points. The momentum has shifted, and Williamsport's doing it with foul trouble.
Yes, they are. Somerville misses the first, gets the second. And Somerville leading all scorers here this evening, 13 points.
He's got half the points.
26-22 lead for North. Ori, a little turnaround, gets it to go. The deficit all the way down to 2 points now for the Wildcats. As Zay Ori has 6 points now. Dorsey gets around one defender and now out of bounds. It's going to stay with North Hagerstown.
Surprised Joey didn't shoot that one. Thought he had a really good look at the basket just to go take it. Pin on the screen. Good slip.
Strickland I don't know if I'd call that a block or looks like Strickland lost it.
We can give him a deflection. You know, a lot of college coaches are keeping that stat now, deflections.
Somerville with a fadeaway as the shot clock was expiring.
I'm not sure why they stopped play on that shot clock violation. Williamsport was in control and able to drive on that.
You can see that a lot at the high school level, especially that confusion when that buzzer goes off.
Absolutely.
And I think that was the case there.
Looks like they're going to try to post up Ori against Whedon and use his length and physicality. That's a great defensive play by Reese Strickland.
Strickland knocked that away. Wilmore was cutting to the basket. Now Dorsey going the other way.
Streeter has to let him go with those fouls.
Joey Dorsey with 6 points.
Coach Weston's calling for 4 out on offense here.
Campbell to Ori driving the lane. Bird are going to have.
So they're going to give a warning to Braden Griffin here on a flop. It's one of the new points of emphasis this year. That's actually kind of put in the book as a delay a game, very similar. Next time he's called for a flop, he will get a technical foul.
We'll take a look at that here and see. He tried to
sell it. Yes, he did.
All the best players know how to do that,
Yep,
there, right?
They do. They do.
Somerville for 3. Short on that one, and the rebound to Streeter, but now taken away.
That's a great play.
Whedon took it away. Dorsey couldn't get it to fall, and now Williamsport coming back. Wilmore pulls up, goes under, no good. Bird with the rebound, no good, and Strickland taking it the other way. He's going to slow it down.
Got him into post.
Dorsey, pull-up jumper. He's fouled. Basket no good, but he'll go to the line.
And that's going to be, it looks, if that's on Streeter, that's probably his 3rd foul, right? Yes, it is.
It is the 3rd on Tyquan Streeter.
And that's also the 5th foul of the quarter, which means that now anytime North's fouled, it's going to be a 2-shot foul the rest of the way. One of the phrases that Coach Naylor was just using is why. He said that the last couple possessions on offense, why. I feel like they're settling for shots that he does not want taken. Fadeaway 3-pointers. You know, at the end of the first quarter, I would have to say I felt as though Williamsport was playing hero ball. Everybody was trying to go get theirs to bring the team back. I would say during this run for Williamsport right now, North is playing hero ball and not letting their offense do the scoring. The roles have reversed in the quarters.
Dorsey hits both free throws. 8 points on the night for Joey Dorsey. And North pushes the lead back out to 4 points, 30-26, with 90 seconds to go here in the second period. Jameer Bird to Wilmore. Driving the basket. And they give him the basket. Ciante Wilmore with the bucket and the foul.
It's a name you haven't called for a while. That's a great take by Ciante. And North is, you can see North's game plan, which is to completely suffocate with him when he drives, but the strength from the Williamsport weight room allows him to get that bucket in traffic.
The foul's on Griffin. It's his 2nd. Wilmore misses the chance at the 3-point play. So 30-28 North Hagerstown.
They're back in
Dorsey
their zone.
on the baseline is blocked by Jameer Bird. Looking down court for Ori. Pulls up for 3, Zay Ori, it's long. Griffin with the rebound. Going the other way, Somerville into the corner for Dorsey. And it's Pegues getting the rebound. Dorsey's shot was no good.
Play.
Somerville's shot was no good. And it's going to be North ball. Officials checking it out with each other, and they do say North will keep possession here with a new shot clock.
Yes, they would. See if they work for one here.
Griffin to Dorsey. They don't, but Dorsey gets the basket.
Seeing Joey play, that's a rhythm shot for him, so he's going to come off of that in rhythm. I don't think that's why it was a bad shot. But there's a differential here. See if North will get the ball back at least one more time here in the half.
Dorsey now with 10 points. That one knocked out of bounds by the Hubs.
Got an 8-second differential.
25.4 to go here in quarter number 2. Inside
nice
to Will
play.
Moore. Nice look from Xavier Ori.
Let's see if North holds for one shot here. It looks like Williamsport is back in the zone, and they're probably going to go man coming out of this. They're running and jumping a little bit. Got 6 on the clock.
Dorsey with a long three. Joey Dorsey, no good. Ori throwing it up the other way, and it is over the top of the backboard. And that brings us to the intermission. Lots of action here in the first half. North led this one by as many as 10 points. As we go into halftime, they have a 2-point lead, 32-30. North Hagerstown leading Williamsport. Stay with us. Chad and I will look back at the first half. Bob Parsletti will be talking with Williamsport coach Jonathan Wesson as well. High school basketball on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. More to come after this break.
With the power of fiber optics enhancing our network, Antietam Broadband will fiber optimize your life. Optimize your internet with fast, reliable download speeds powered by Antietam Smart Wi-Fi. Optimize video streaming and gaming with no buffering or lag time. And optimize your connections for work, learning, and family fun. Fiber optimize your life today. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com to upgrade.
Hagerstown Honda is spreading love all month long by putting you in the Honda that you'll adore, like the stunning Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the trustworthy and fuel-efficient CR-V, and the roomy and powerful beloved Honda Pilot that seats up to 8. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with a Honda that you're going to fall in love with. Find the key to your heart in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. Their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Voltage Wrestling is coming to Antietam Broadband. The action and excitement of Voltage Wrestling on Washington County Living, Channel 6 and 806.
With over 20 years in the real estate industry, Cindy Zhang brings a wealth of experience to every transaction. Proudly serving buyers and sellers, the golden rule is the foundation of her business. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, she's committed to guiding you every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Let her expertise work for you. Contact Cindy Zhang at RE/MAX Achievers today, 240-625-6535.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank & Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank & Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank & Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back here to Williamsport High School. Great boys basketball game happening here tonight. North Hagerstown with a 32-30 lead at halftime over the Williamsport Wildcats. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. Mark Keller along with Chad Brashears here. And you talked about a little bit in the second period there, how the roles sort of shifted. Williamsport North Hagerstown really moving the ball well in the first quarter, and it just really flip-flopped in that second period. North got themselves back into the game, or Williamsport got themselves back into the game.
They did. They ran their offense. They did it at their pace, the way they wanted to do it, and it's almost like they had different conversations at the end of the first quarter, and on the benches, and it's just one of those things where, hero ball will never get you over the hump. When the ball's pinging around and the ball's moving, I thought it was great on both sides, and it was good basketball to watch.
Landon Somerville really setting the pace for North Hagerstown in the first half, in the first quarter in particular. 10 points out of the 20 in the first period for North Hagerstown. Slowed down a little bit in the second period, but finished with 13 points. And what are you seeing from his game here tonight? What's sort of set him out in front of everybody else?
I'll be honest with you, his aggressiveness getting to the basket and his pace that he's playing at right now is a big piece of this. But I'm going to give all the credit to the one guy, and that's Cepedas. His pace has allowed Dorsey and Landon Somerville to score in areas that makes it really easy for them. He's doing a great job as a point guard. I felt as though he slowed down a little bit in the second quarter, which if you flip it, Ori got going in the second quarter, which is the reason that Ciante and Bird were able to get the buckets that they were too in the second quarter.
On the other side, you sort of mentioned Ciante Wilmore very, very quiet in that first period. Only a couple of shots. He did have one bucket in the first period, but really started to assert himself a lot more in that second period. And I'm assuming he got a goal.
It went in. That's awesome. So according to the sports information guy that does this stuff here at Williamsport, that's the fourth time this year that they've done an 84-foot putt and win. That's awesome.
I apologize. I caught my eye. Saw the ball rolling into the cup here, which is right in front of us under the one basket. But as we were talking about, Ciante Wilmore just really asserting himself in the second period, starting to kind of take things over a little bit for Williamsport.
He did, and we talk about it, senior night, starter for 4 years, on the gridiron. At some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, I'm not going to let my last game in this building go this way. And you could tell Ciante had just had enough, and he was going to start doing things the Williamsport way and get them going again.
A good spread around of the offense for North Hagerstown, or for Williamsport, I should say. Wilmore finishing the first half with 9 points, 6 each for Markel Campbell, Zay Ori, and Jameer Bird as well. Bird is all over the place. Yes. Jameer Bird all over the place. We saw a couple tip-ins from him, and just his length, it just really stands out. I mean, he really stands out on the floor for Williamsport.
He does. He's extremely long. I mean, I think most of his buckets have been tip-ins right here in front of us, where he's just enough above the guy that he's creating problems. But then down on defense, you can play the defensive pressure that Williamsport plays with up against the ball, because when you have somebody like him at the rim that can protect things, it makes it a lot easier. And, I mean, you go back to guys like Emeka Okafor when he was at UConn, his length allowed them to defend for 94 feet because he could protect the 5 feet around the rim. It's very similar right now with Jameer Bird.
We'll remind you again that our live coverage here of high school basketball on Antietam Broadband brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Well, we're going to take a break here before we get started with the second half. Stay with us. More to come here on Antietam Broadband right after this.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
Get a sweetheart of a deal on your new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Come and feel the love and adore your deal from
Hagerstown Kia.
Running the bases, it's more than just about speed. It's about agility, endurance, and resilience. But injuries can slow you down. At Meritus, we specialize in keeping athletes at their peak. From prevention to recovery, from rookies to professionals, our team of experts are here to keep you at the top of your game.
Back at Williamsport High School, let's send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Williamsport coach Jonathan Weston. Bob?
Okay, I'm here with Coach Jonathan Weston. I asked Kevin Naylor the same thing here. Got the two best teams in the county playing each other. Last game of the regular season. Is this the Super Bowl?
You know, it's a huge county rivalry. Him and our teams are doing really well this year, and we got a lot riding on this game, you know, with playoff seeding and such. So, I mean, it's big, packed out house.
First quarter, the ball didn't seem to go through Ciante. It seems like if he gets the ball, things do well. It seemed like there was a lot of one-on-one. Is that what happened to you guys? Yeah,
you know, and it's hard to communicate on the floor right now with this atmosphere. You know, we're not really used to it being a huge rivalry game. So we went in the locker room, we adjusted, and we're hoping to run through him a whole lot more this second half.
Quarter, you slowed it down. You played a little of your offense, but you stopped them from getting an extra pass on you and getting a layup. Yeah, you know, we need to do a better job with our defense, rotating, seeing it early, and myself, you know, calling different defenses out and keep them guessing. Okay, let you get back to the thanks.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you to Coach Weston as well. Getting set to start the third period here with North Hagerstown holding a 32-30 lead over Williamsport. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. North Hagerstown. Quick whistle.
Ciante Wilmore wasn't on the court. Williamsport was starting the half with 4 players.
They hold things up and let Wilmore get onto the court.
Try this again.
Hubs with a 15-6 record coming into this one. Williamsport at 18-3.
That's a great take.
Drive by Dorsey and the foul as Bird takes the charge, and Jameer Bird is down and hurt.
He got hit pretty good. Joey Dorsey's not a small young man going downhill at that pace either.
Let's take another look at that.
Take a look at that charge.
Couldn't see what happened there with Jameer Bird. He is still down on the floor.
Yeah, let's see that again.
See if we can take one more look here. Get a little wider angle and see what happens with Jameer Bird.
Oh, it looks like his leg got pinned underneath Joey Dorsey when he landed. Pretty good.
And Jameer Bird is up. Walking off the floor a little gingerly. We'll keep an eye on that, see if he is able to come back into the game.
Looks like North's going to their 1-2-2. They're putting out fists. Let's see, maybe that's a run and jump of some kind as they're trying to communicate to each other. And as you get in gyms like this where it's loud, you got to be able to communicate. It can't just be verbal communication. It's got to be hand gestures, that type of thing. Here comes the heat.
Wilmore slows it down, and now Markel Campbell.
That's a great play by Griffin.
For Wilmore. Now going the other way is Somerville. His shot no good. Tyson Cleary with the rebound. Quickly the other way. Tyquan Streeter tried to get it to Cleary. Wasn't ready for that one. Now coming back is Dorsey. Dorsey with the left hand, no good. Xavier Ori going back the other way. Inside to Markel Campbell. And we have a tie ball game. 32 all. Somerville coming back the other way. 15 points for Landon Somerville now.
This is back and forth. Looks like we have both benches have warnings now. It looks like the only ones that are going to be able to chirp or have any conversation are going to be the head coaches. Go back to Joey Dorsey's missed layup. You know, when you're shooting layups, I've heard a lot of other people talk about this. You make layups with your eyes. He actually was looking for contact, and he looked at the contact instead of just keeping his eyes up where the backboard is so he can make the shot. Going to go 1-2-2 back to a man here.
Ori to Streeter. Double team there. And we're going to have a foul called against the Hubs.
Cepetis is third.
Ori inbounds to Tyquan Streeter. Campbell to Ori. Has it blocked by Dorsey. Whedon up to Dorsey. Dorsey with the left hand. Little turnaround for Joey Dorsey. 12 points for him. North back up by 4. Turnaround by Wilmore. Nice job with the left hand, Ciante Wilmore. He's in double digits now with 11. Cepetis off the board and in. Braden Cepetis. 2 minutes going here in the third period.
That's a travel. Yes, it is.
Call him for that travel.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, I was going to say if he gets Cepetis here because Landon, no, I'm sorry, not Landon. Xavier Ori is going to post him up and pick up his 4th foul really quickly. Sawyer Racky just checks in. He's kind of the sniper. Guy shoots the ball really well from 3, over 30-some% this year. They're going 1-4 high against this zone.
There's Radke. Back out top to Somerville.
Yes. Ooh. I thought they were going to call it travel. I thought he slipped his foot.
We'll call a foul here on Cleary.
Tyson Cleary.
Number 2 on Tyson Cleary.
Here comes Jameer.
Bird checking back into the game. That's good to see.
They're back to man.
Dorsey gets it inbounds to Somerville. Whedon drops the lane left-handed. Dar Whedon, first points of the night for him. 6-point lead for North, 40-34. Bird up top to Campbell. Markel Campbell.
Oh, nice.
Wilmore all alone underneath. Gets the contact and the bucket. Ciante Wilmore.
For Sawyer Racky, that's one of those plays where you do not want to give up the and one. You'd rather have him make 2 free throws and not have the possibility of getting the 3rd point of this possession for Williamsport.
First personal on Radke.
You know, as you watch North play, the one thing that makes them really difficult to defend is they have multiple left-handed players on the floor at the same time. And in high school, you don't see a lot of that.
Right.
So it does skew how you're going to defend them sometimes with different matchups.
3-point play by Wilmore.
Back to the zone.
Dorsey. Into the corner, there's Radke. In and out, but Somerville had the rebound, lost it. Bird for Williamsport. Now Streeter to Wilmore. On the other wing to Xavier Ori. We're going to call Radke with another foul here.
2 quick fouls for him. With all the action we've had, I thought we'd be deeper into the quarter. You look up, there's still 4:47 to go.
Out of bounds off the Hubs. Streeter up top to Jameer Bird. Now Wilmore for 3. No good. Dorsey
good
with the rebound.
Pass.
Looks up for Somerville.
Good outlet pass.
Bird with the block. And they're going to call the foul on Bird. Somerville was looking to...
I would like to see that replay because...
Here it comes.
They both met at the peak. They're both way up there. The foul's going to be called on the body. I know nobody wants to hear that. Everything met perfectly up top. It's going to be his hip that went through his body is where the foul's going to be called.
Outstanding play by both players. Outstanding effort. They do call the foul on Bird.
Here comes Khalil Pegues. Football player, tough kid. I mean, really tough kid. And I think that what they're trying to do is match that intensity as we head into this timeout.
Somerville missed the first free throw. Take another look at that replay here, Chad. A little shot from underneath the basket.
There's the body that they're going to get him with. They're going to get him with the left hip. That's where the interpretation of the rule, as the officials would say, that's where the call came from.
And at this point, turns out not to be a bad foul.
No,
Somerville misses the first free throw. We'll have another one when we come back out of this break. We appreciate you joining us for our live coverage here on Antietam Broadband tonight. Replay opportunities for this game. We're going to take a look back at this one for sure. Tomorrow, Saturday, February 22nd at 8 p.m. Sunday, February 23rd. Got two opportunities to see this one, 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, February 24th, 25th, and 26th. Replays at 8 p.m. all three of those days. Those replays on Antietam Broadband, Channel 6 and 806. 40-37 your score with 4 minutes, 34 seconds to go in this third period. And yeah, you said it, Chad. You thought we'd be a little deeper into this third period by now. It feels that way.
Yes, it does.
Somerville now back at the line. Hits the second of the two free throws.
North back in there, 1-2-2.
4-point lead for the Hubs, 41-37. Bird double teamed up top. Markel Campbell to Streeter in the corner. Inside to Wilmore. Ciante Wilmore. He's heating up here in this third period.
Yes, he is.
Bird, and they're going to call him for the foul there. Going for the block. And that'll be number 3 on Jameer Bird. 3 players with 3 fouls now for Williamsport. Jaden Williams, Tyquan Streeter, and Jameer Bird picking up his third there.
I mean, as long as he is, if he were what we would call wall off, if he would wall him off, it would make it a lot tougher. Once his body starts leaning forward, that's an easy call for the officials.
Joey Dorsey at the line to shoot 2, hits the first. Dorsey, we mentioned last week, set a North Hagerstown record, 43 points.
Teddy Scheck's record lasted since 1977.
That's amazing.
Did it against Martinsburg. He was 16-27 from the floor on Monday night.
Jameer Bird for 3 in the corner. Long on that one. Wilmore, nice job getting that rebound, taking it away from Somerville. Campbell driving the lane. No good. Bird with the rebound and the putback. Jameer Bird, 8 points on the night for him. The lead is back down to 2 for North Hagerstown.
There's his length.
Somerville with the left hand, and they're going to get the charge that time. Tyson Cleary once again.
That was a great substitution by Coach Wesson, because basically what they're doing, knowing that North's attacking the paint, they're just putting Cleary right in the middle of the paint, saying just, hey, you're an offensive football player, defensive football player on the line, come get some.
That's his second of the night. He had a couple last week against South Hagerstown when we saw them.
Yes, he did.
Wildcats down 2. And Ori was looking for Cleary there, couldn't get it to him. Landon Somerville bringing it back this way. Whedon into the corner for Braden Griffin. Now around the horn to Somerville. Dorsey drives the
Nice
baseline.
sidestep.
Uses that left hand, Joey Dorsey. And we mentioned Wilmore heating up, Dorsey doing the same for North Hagerstown.
That was a great sidestep there. He saw the charge coming, was composed enough to make that play happen.
Ori's runner is no good, and it's Whedon with the rebound.
That's a dunk.
Bird takes it away, and the dunk, Jameer Bird. In double digits now is Jameer Bird, 10 points. Coming back the other way, Whedon, no good.
Good rebound.
Nice rebound by Pegues.
This is back and forth basketball.
47-43, Wilmore. Great control to get that ball up there. 9 points this period for Wilmore, 18 for the game. Whedon loses it. Campbell going the other way, puts it up, gets the tip from, now it's waved off.
I do not think that was a good call from our angle. I would love to see that replay. I think the ball was off the cylinder.
We'll take another look here. Campbell sets it up there.
That ball was off the cylinder.
Yes.
I don't think the official got in the correct position for that call at all.
So the basket's waved off. And North maintains a 2-point lead here. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third period.
Flex cut.
Pegues looking underneath. Couldn't get it there. Somerville runs into Cleary. Wilmore gets the rebound, and they're going to call Somerville here with the reach in on Wilmore.
When North Hagerstown makes it an 84-foot basketball game, it is extremely impressive to watch. When they stand and try to drive into areas that are really jammed up and congested and force stuff, it makes it really tough for them to score.
So the foul's on Somerville, number 2 on him. Williamsport in the bonus, so Wilmore will shoot 2 here with a chance to tie the game up. Misses the front end.
I can see both coaches holding free throw practice tomorrow.
Reese Strickland checks back into the game, giving Dar Whedon a breather. In and out. Wilmore misses the second, and it's still a 2-point lead for the Hubs. Strickland gives to Griffin, now to Dorsey.
Good pass. Yes, it is.
And another block, or another charge, I should say, taken by Tyson Cleary, the third of this game for Tyson Cleary.
He's not afraid to get his nose in it.
That's a football player. He doesn't mind a little contact. Bird underneath the basket, ties the game up. Jameer Bird, 12 points on the game now. And as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third period, we're all tied up at 47.
If I were Coach Naylor, I would figure out whoever Tyson Cleary is guarding and have that be the guy that sets the ball screen for me. Because once you get him out into that ball screen action, he can't be underneath the basket to take the charges. Now, it becomes an X and O's thing now. You're playing chess or checkers. And right now, he is allowing him, with the way the offensive ball is moving, to stand underneath the paint to be able to sit there and take charges. On the defensive side, you want to be there if you're Williamsport.
Shot clock's at 15. A little stoppage there to let Khalil Pegues tie his shoe. Strickland
10 on the shot clock.
Loses it, but Somerville's there. Nowhere to go for Somerville. Dorsey with the save. He's got to get the ball up. No. Shot clock violation. Possession goes to the Wildcats. All tied up here at 47. The Wildcats with an opportunity to take the lead. Wilmore gets it from Xavier Ori. And the Wildcats with a 49-47 lead with 28.8 seconds to go here in the third period.
The Williamsport faithful are up and loud now, aren't they?
They are. What a turnaround here for the Wildcats.
Yes, it is. And if you're sitting in that huddle, you want to see this type of turnaround. You want to see what your team's made of, especially this time of year in this type of environment.
We remind you our coverage here tonight brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities.
You know, I see Eric Michaels is here in the building tonight, the director of athletics for all of Washington County sports. His son Lucas probably holds the school record for charges taken. And if you're at home and you watch Williamsport over the last decade, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tyson Cleary does exactly what Lucas did every single game for Ryan Grable in his career here.
Absolutely. And Lucas Michael, just like Tyson Cleary, a football player.
Yes, he is. He's still doing it at Shepherd.
Still doing it at Shepherd.
Number 73 for Shepherd. Does a great job down there. And, you know, but I mean, it almost mirrors him if you look out there and squint a little bit. It's the same body shape, taking the same charges.
Shot clock is off. 24 seconds left here in the third period. Hubs now trailing by 2. Dorsey. And this time they call Cleary with a block.
He will be shooting 2. That's the 5th foul of the period.
Third foul on Cleary. Yeah, and definitely his feet were still shuffling when Joey Dorsey made contact. So Dorsey goes to the line here. Dorsey hits the first. He'll have one more, the chance to tie it here. He gets it. Joey Dorsey, 6 for 6 from the free throw line this evening. Down to 10 seconds. Campbell on the baseline. Tied up there.
He will now be shooting 2.
And now they're going to call a foul. Looked like maybe Pegues had tied him up for a jump ball situation, but they call him with contact on the arm. And Markel Campbell to shoot 2 here for the Wildcats. 7.9 seconds left. We'll take another look at that. See
Actually a really good job by Reese Strickland. The initial part is Pegues coming back in on the backside where the foul's called. You just mentioned that Joey Dorsey was 6 for 6 from the foul line. The other night when he set the scoring record in North Hagerstown, he went 10 of 11 from the foul line that night.
Campbell gets the second. So it's a 1-point lead for the Wildcats. Somerville, last shot is no good. And that's the end of the third period. Williamsport with a 50-49 lead as we get ready to go to the fourth period. Stay with us. More high school basketball action to come here on Antietam Broadband right after this.
What is your emergency?
I've been in a car accident.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm trapped in the car and my 4-year-old is hurt bad. He's not breathing.
Okay, ma'am. Help is on the way.
Will you answer the call?
Go for Bold is aimed at promoting healthy lifestyles. HealthyWashingtonCounty.com offers an entire online section of resources, including a weight tracker, to help participants reach and maintain a healthy weight. Go for Bold also provides information on fun events to increase physical activity and mindfulness techniques to incorporate into your day. 163,000 pounds have been lost so far in this 10-year journey, but we need you. Visit HealthyWashingtonCounty.com and go for Bold today.
Back here at Williamsport High School, getting set for the fourth period. Williamsport now with a 50-49 lead over the North Hagerstown Hub. Ciante Wilmore leading the way here for Williamsport in the third period. 9 points. He has 18 on the night now after a slow start.
Got back to old Ciante, didn't he?
Yes, he did. We've seen a lot of that over the last 4 years. Markel Campbell to Xavier Ori. Ori, little floater, no good.
Stand.
Griffin with the rebound. Somerville, left hand, no good. Bird going the other way, looking for Campbell. Campbell, and a foul called. They're going to call that on Somerville. Coach Kevin Naylor not happy without that call.
Coach just got a technical foul. Mark that time. 7:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Scores 50-49. Markel Campbell's going to shoot two. The technical foul comes back. Let's see how this impacts and changes the basketball game.
So Campbell will get his shots first after the foul on Landon Somerville. Hits the first. Somerville now with 3 fouls for North Hagerstown.
There should be 2 fouls up on the scoreboard, 1 administrative and 1 on the personal foul.
Campbell hits the second.
High IQ by the Williamsport players. Markel's coming off the line. Xavier Ori and Streeter look at him and say, nope, you're staying right there. You just made 2, just stay in rhythm.
So Campbell will shoot the 2 technical free throws. Gets the first. And now the second rolls out. And Williamsport keeps possession as well. So a 4-point Williamsport lead, their largest lead of the night. After North led by as many as 10.
They're going to post up Ori.
Turnaround, Xavier Ori.
His extension's tough to defend, especially if he's fading backwards like that.
Griffin, no
That's
good.
A great board.
Rebound and putback is no good. But he'll go to the line. Been a quiet evening for Braden Griffin. Just 2 points on the night for him.
Setting the screen.
Dorsey looking for Griffin, but taken away by the Wildcats. Bird has it. Jameer Bird kicks it to the corner. A trap. So that 1-point lead for the Wildcats at the start of the fourth period is now a 6-point lead. 55-49.
They're a 1-3-1 zone here, occupying the middle. You got to get 2 guys up top to offset it.
Somerville loses it. Campbell. Pressure now from the Hubs. Finds Bird in the corner. Kicks back out to Campbell up top. Wilmore. Contact, and they call a block on Landon Somerville, and that's going to be number 4 on Landon Somerville.
Looks like Coach Naylor's going to roll the dice, keep Landon out on the floor with his 4th personal foul.
Deontay Wilmore shooting 2, gets the first.
Coach Naylor has 2 timeouts left. The question is going to be how long, what is the separation going to get back in the game before you take that timeout?
Wilmore misses the second.
Dunk.
Take away Bird. Jameer Bird.
Might want to be a take one now.
Somerville. Somerville goes out of bounds, and take another look at that dunk by Jameer Bird. And now you're going to get that timeout. 58-49. Williamsport leading this, just under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th period. If you're Kevin Naylor in this huddle here, Chad, what are you saying to your team?
Got to convert when the clock stops. Got to make our foul shots. We need to get good defensive stands and not give up any offensive rebounds. And offensively, we have to make the extra pass. They're really getting down into the paint, but as they get deeper into the paint is when they're committing the charges. It's almost like they don't trust each other right now, and they're starting to try to play hero ball. What they need to do is make the extra pass and get their feet set and score in rhythm. Right now, they're out of rhythm. If I'm sitting in Coach Wesson's huddle, it's keep doing what I'm doing and doing it at the pace that I'm doing it at, and remain composed. You know North's probably going to make a run in this game, right? You've got to be able to weather that storm a little bit and allow them to make their run, and then you have to just hit them with the knockout punch at home, especially around the home crowd. Feed off the people around you.
Just seems like such a different North offense.
Yes.
After that first period, they were so controlled,
yes,
and the passing was so crisp in that first period, and they've gotten away from that. The offense just hasn't looked in control since that first period.
The last 3 minutes, Williamsport's on a 9-0 run right now.
Here's Griffin.
Long.
Braden Griffin, no good. Ori being double teamed, gets it to Wilmore. Gets it back to Ori. Ori down the lane, no good. Bird is there for the rebound. Jameer Bird, another basket for him. 16 points on the night for Jameer Bird. And the lead is out to 11 now. Dorsey in the corner. Gets it. That's a big basket for Joey
Huge
Dorsey.
Basket.
Stops the bleeding a little bit for the Hubs. They cut it down to 8. Now here's Bird.
Good defense.
No good. Pegues with the rebound. Dorsey to Cepedas. That's no good.
That's a great tip in and play.
Underneath, a great job, Landon Somerville.
Back to 6. You know, the one guy that wasn't on the floor when Williamsport was making their run, Braden Cepedas.
Yes.
I mean, he's out there. 2 times he's had the ball. They've had paint touches to get scores out the backside.
I was going to say, when he took that shot, that was a name, Cepedas,
We
that we
hadn't
hadn't said in a
had
while, right?
That's a great pass.
Griffin gets the basket, cuts it to 4.
See if Wesson takes a timeout here in the front court, or if he's going to let it roll. He's taking one. Yep, momentum is swung. Number 1's on the floor, momentum is swung.
4 minutes, 21 seconds to go And North Hagerstown has cut that 11-point lead all the way down to 4 now, 60-56. Take another look here at that basket by Braden Griffin.
That's a great pass, man. Way to use your left hand, eyes up on the rim. Saw that a lot this summer. His AAU team played after my AAU team in practices at different gyms here locally. Got to know that kid, man. Awesome kid. Does all the right stuff.
Been a quiet night for Braden Griffin. 4 points now after that basket right there.
He averages 6 points a night, but I think he does the little things. You know, I was talking with my dad the other day. Dad helps me out with practice with the group that I coach, the young kids, the middle schoolers, and so many people get caught up in points. And there's the stats of points and rebounds and steals, like these ones that like mean something somewhere. And you can affect a basketball game and not have to do any of that stuff. And it really helps your team out. And if you find one of those guys, Braden Griffin's one of those dudes. If you find one of those guys, you have a special one. And I have a feeling we're going to have an awesome 4:21 to go.
4-point lead for the Wildcats. We mentioned Landon Somerville with 4 fouls. The Wildcats with 5 players right now with 3 fouls. That last 4 minutes, if you get into a situation where you've got to make a foul, you've got to send someone to the line, Williamsport could be facing some trouble. Lots of guys, and it's all their important guys as well. Campbell with 3, Streeter with 3, Bird with 3. See how that plays out as we go on here in the 4th period.
I think what the official was just telling both benches is the scoreboard was wrong with timeouts left. Each team has 2 timeouts left. They did not have that corrected on the scoreboard. They're going to post up Somerville.
Wilmore to Bird.
11 on the shot clock.
Xavier Ori.
High ball screen's going to roll. Nice take.
Xavier Ori, no good. Wilmore, putback is no good, and Pegues comes away with it. He's tied up.
If I'm not mistaken, you do the football games too. Pegues is a wide receiver on the football team. Is that correct?
Yes,
and a middle linebacker for football. Doesn't he play in the middle linebacker spot? I mean, that's going up and getting the ball in traffic and letting dudes hang on you and just getting them off of you.
Yes. Foul called there on Tyson Cleary. That's number 4 on him for the Wildcats.
Williamsport is in man. Braden Griffin.
Griffin, no good.
Pegues in the middle of it.
Wilmore comes away with the loose ball.
One thing for the young dudes listening at home, man, you got to use the backboard. It's there for a reason. Put that ball in the box and understand that gravity's going to work itself out, and you're going to get more layups that way.
Yes.
Way too much soft touch when you're getting hit and trying to maneuver. Good cut back door.
Deontay Wilmore. 21 points for Wilmore. Somerville gets the bucket over Cleary. 4 points again. Bird.
That's a great outlet pass.
Jameer Bird has really come to life in this second half for the Wildcats.
That's a huge
three-pointer from Griffin.
Rhythm shot. Shot it with rhythm, confidence. One possession game.
64-61. Wilmore down the middle of the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets us the rebound. Wilmore, no good again. Griffin with the rebound.
Looks like North has numbers coming downhill.
Griffin almost lost it. Kicks it to Dorsey in the corner. No good. Cepetis with the rebound. North resets. Somerville down the lane. No good. Pegues with the rebound and in. Khalil Pegues cuts the lead to 1.
We got a barn burner here in Williamsport, Maryland tonight.
2 minutes to go in regulation here. Williamsport with a 1-point lead.
Great defense.
Streeter to Wilmore. Shot clock's at 10.
North is really defending well right now.
Bird turns around, gets the basket.
That's a great
Jameer
run
Bird.
too. I think they're going to get Braden on the reach in here.
(66-63). And the foul is on Braden Griffin. That's number 4 on him.
That's a great play by Jameer Bird. Going up through contact and scoring. Can he complete the play? That's a great way to complete the three-point play. Back to a 4-possession or a 4-point game.
21 points on the night for Jameer Bird. Cepedas.
Good pass.
Underneath the Somerville. Bird with the block. Campbell keeps it. Markel Campbell goes to the basket. He's fouled.
And Cepedas.
And that's going to be number 4 on Cepedas as well.
It's a very heady play by Markel Campbell.
1:26 to go. 4-point lead for Williamsport, 67-63.
Free throws are going to be key down the stretch on either side. Looks like they're going to run their press here.
Campbell's second shot up and in. Griffin with the left hand, up and in. Braden Griffin, and a quick timeout taken by the Hubs. 1:20 to go. And it's Williamsport with a 69-65 lead. Another look there at that.
It's a great
lay-in by Braden Griffin.
It's also a really good job by Jameer Bird not to get a and-one foul there.
And as you mentioned, Chad, you used the backboard in that. But once again, we'd like to remind you our live coverage here tonight on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities.
You know, if you're sitting at we'll go start the north bench right now in this timeout. If you're sitting there, you're going to have to extend the game at some point. Who are you going to foul? Streeter has only attempted 8 free throws for the year. He's 4 of 8. He's shooting 50%, and Jameer Bird is shooting 61%. Now, if you're down on the Williamsport bench, you can't give up easy buckets like you just had there. You got to make them work for their buckets, take time off the clock, time and score. Time is your friend right now if you're on the Williamsport bench.
Full court pressure here from the Hubs. They trail this by 4. Wilmore picked up his dribble at midcourt. Jameer Bird, reverse layup for Jameer Bird. What a night Jameer Bird is having.
That's a big time take.
Pull-up jumper from Cepedas is no good. Somerville fouled going to the hoop by Xavier Ori.
Biggest piece here is you got to score when the clock is stopped.
I'll take one more look here at that replay. Jameer Bird
does a great job sidestepping Cepedas to get that. And obviously he's left-handed, so it makes it even easier for him.
Somerville missing the first. The foul on Xavier Ori, just the first on him this evening. 1 minute to go here. Williamsport with a 6-point lead, 71-65. As Somerville misses the second. Bird with the rebound.
Now it comes to a point where you're going to have to stop the clock and you're going to have to extend the basketball game here.
Wilmore being guarded by Griffin. Ori with Somerville on him. And they're going to call the foul on Somerville, and that's going to be number 5 on Landon Somerville.
That's 5.
Dar Whedon will check into the game in place of Somerville. $18 points for Landon Somerville as he goes to the bench. It'll be Ori shooting 2.
You said he had 18, ended with 18 points, and he had 13 in the first quarter, 10 in the first quarter.
10 in the first,
Yeah,
13 in the first half.
They did a really good job shelling up when he drove. Didn't allow him to have open looks.
Xavier Ori now with 12 points. Dorsey for 3, gets it.
Back to 5, you gotta have to foul now.
Foul called there with 31.5 on the clock. It's a 5-point lead for the Wildcats.
Here comes the infamous "Start the Buses" chant from the Williamsport student section.
Ori hits the front end of this two-shot foul.
62% from the foul line for the year.
And he's hit 4 straight here.
Yes, he has.
Cepetis to Dorsey for 3. Dorsey with another 3-pointer. His 3rd of this 4th period, and he's going to go to the line.
A chance for a 4-point play. Coach Naylor has 1 timeout left. He makes this, you got a 1-possession basketball game with 25 seconds. Now you got to be smart about who you're going to foul. You got to have those talks within the scout talks, who you're going to foul if he makes this. I would assume Reese Strickland checking in right now. He's going to be the one that tries to commit the foul for Cepetis to come back on offense, defense.
Dorsey misses the free throw. Wilmore gets the rebound, and it'll be a foul called here on Pegues. 23.4 seconds to go. Joey Dorsey, 3 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter. Now has 27 points on the night.
He's having himself a week, isn't he?
He definitely is. Wilmore misses the first. And now Ciante will be taking his 2nd shot here. Gets that one.
Still a 2-possession game.
5-point lead for the Wildcats. Tried to get the ball ahead to Ori after Ori made the block. A little too far ahead. Time running out here on the Hubs. Down 5 with 14 to go.
Cespedes with the drive.
And the bucket.
Foul.
Dorsey commits the foul with 6 seconds left. Cepetis now in double digits with 10 points for the Hubs.
Wonder if Coach Naylor's going to take a timeout here to ice Ori. He has 1 left.
Xavier Ori shooting 2. Gets
That seals it.
Ori has been clutch from the free throw line here in this 4th period.
They're the type of players that you need to have to make runs downstate. 6 for his last 6, right?
6 for 6. 5-point lead.
No foul.
Dorsey takes the 3. No good. And that's going to do it. You were right on it, Chad. First one to 75 wins.
That was my gut.
Williamsport with a 78-73 win over North Hagerstown here tonight, improving their record to 19-3 on the season. The Hubs fall to 15-7. Stay with us. Chad and I will break down the game for you. Bob Parcelletti will have a couple of Williamsport players, and we will wrap things up when we come back here to Williamsport High School. High school basketball on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. Stay with us.
Washington County Health Department Tobacco Education and Enforcement Program extends its heartfelt gratitude to these vigilant guardians of public health, to our esteemed tobacco retailers who've successfully passed their 2024 compliance checks. We applaud your unwavering dedication. Your commitment to refusing tobacco sales to minors not only upholds the law, but also fosters a healthier and safer environment for our entire community. Thank you for being the shining example of responsible retail practices.
Substance use does not discriminate and has no boundaries. There is a silent and deadlier epidemic occurring in all communities across the nation. Stigma. Stigma keeps individuals and families living in a spiral of guilt and shame. It keeps people from coming out of the shadows and asking for help. But there is hope. Rise up, speak out, and be the change so we can all end this silent epidemic. For more information, go to WashingtonGoesPurple.com.
With the power of fiber optics enhancing our network, Antietam Broadband will fiber optimize your life. Optimize your internet with fast, reliable download speeds powered by Antietam Smart Wi-Fi. Optimize video streaming and gaming with no buffering or lag time. And optimize your connections for work, learning, and family fun. Fiber optimize your life today. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com to upgrade.
Sure, making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
Hagerstown Honda is spreading love all month long by putting you in the Honda that you'll adore, like the stunning Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the trustworthy and fuel-efficient CR-V, and the roomy and powerful beloved Honda Pilot that seats up to 8. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with a Honda that you're going to fall in love with. Find the key to your heart in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. Their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Back here at Williamsport High School, your final score this evening, this boys basketball game, 78-73, the Williamsport Wildcats beating the North Hagerstown Hubs. We're going to send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has a couple of players and Coach Jonathan Weston from Williamsport. Bob, take it away.
I have a whole crew here because it was that type of game. First, Coach Jonathan Weston. You guys had an uphill battle the entire way. You didn't get your way until the fourth quarter, really.
No, I mean, and they were doing a really good job. Kudos to them. I mean, they were tough. We went into halftime down 1 or 2, come out, and it was all a toughness battle. You know, I thought we did a really good job switching defenses when we need to, try and keep them guessing, but ultimately it was a test of toughness.
All three of these guys had a big part of this, though, too, over here. Ciante Wilmore, Jameer Beard, and Xavier Ori.
Yeah, they're extravagant young men. They're extremely tough. They play well together, and they complement each other's game.
So, how does this set you up for what's coming ahead?
You know, hopefully it gives us a huge boost of momentum leading into CMC and leading into the playoffs, but got to go back and grind and treat each game like it's the last.
All right, I'm going to go to these guys now. Hey, Ciante, how you doing? Ciante Wilmore. It was kind of a tough go for you because you didn't really see the ball in the first quarter. I mean, they did a good job defending you. How did you finally get open to get things going?
I just worked. I worked on it, and before halftime, before the game started, I knew that they were going to try to box and one me, but not really a box and one, but like, you know, do what you said. So, you know, I just had to get open, set screen for my teams, and really do, you know.
Really had to fight for there, get under there, though, with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
You in for the battle? You like the battle?
Yeah, I love the battle, actually. Love it.
You're going out, this is the end of your regular season, obviously. How's it feel to be going out like this? I mean, you guys are playing really well.
It feels great. You know, we had the last game we played them, we had bad ties, we lost. And I just wanted to come out here on my senior night and make it right.
All righty. So we can move on here. Jameer, how you doing? Jameer Bird. You had a great second half, but the thing that I thought you turned the game around was first with the big block on Landon, and then you made the steal and the dunk. I think you were trying to tell him the rim's not a place to go with you around. Is that what happened? What did you feel that you turned the momentum around?
Yeah.
What were you trying to accomplish? Because you were kind of hanging around out there and they were staying away from you.
I mean, I was trying to try to keep them out of the paint and try to make them shoot on the outside so they couldn't get easy buckets on the inside.
How much could you tell that they were afraid to go, not afraid, but cautious to go inside after you made those couple of blocks?
Yeah, because once they started getting offensive fouls, they didn't want to come in no more.
So, what do you think about the turnaround? I mean, was you expected it? Did it come as easy as you thought it would?
I didn't think it would come that easy, but it came easy.
All right, thanks. Moving along. Xavier, the thing I got to talk to you about is your foul shooting down there in the end. There was game was close, and sometimes I kept saying you got to at least make one to make it so that there's a two-possession game. You kept making them. Is that your forte, the foul shooting? Yeah. Or is that new now?
Nah, I've been working on my free throw on the off season, and it just got way better from last season. My percentage went up a lot better. It went up a lot.
Now, when you guys came out in the beginning, you really had a good first quarter that set the tone. But they were doing a better job getting back and scoring on you guys. What did you guys do to get it tied up to get into this?
After halftime, we had a long talk with the coach, and he just got us right. And it's like he yelled at us, but it was like a good yell. Like he got us right, and he made us want to push forward. And
yeah, so it was uphill battle today, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you to Coach Wesson and the Williamsport players. Big win here for the Wildcats this evening, 78-73. And early on in that game, we talked about that big four for Williamsport, and didn't really seem like it was going their way. But then all of a sudden, that second half, it's and those big four, 23 points for Bird, 22 for Wilmore, 16 for Ori, 14 for Campbell. That's how you get it done, right?
Absolutely. They did all the stuff that they needed to do in order to win the basketball game. And, they fed off the home crowd. I do believe that. I think they fed off the home crowd. And defensively, they made it impossible for North to score in spots. And that fed off their defense as well.
We talked about the free throw line, and Bob mentioned that too, talking with Xavier Ori there. He was 6 for 6 in the fourth period. But Markel Campbell as well, 5 for 6 in the fourth period. 6 for 8 for the game for Markel Campbell from the free throw line. Great effort from the Williamsport Wildcats to come back when they were down, and things just did not look like they were going right for Williamsport early on in this game. It looked like North had the opportunity to really run out of the gym with this one.
I thought so too, but I also feel as though, when you're a coach, you talk about game of runs. I feel like Coach Wesson probably said, look, North's probably going to come out here and hit us in the mouth early. We're at home. Let's contain what we're doing and just trust what we do. I mean, this is their 19th win of the season, so they're 22 games into doing what they do. And at the end of the game, that's what they did. They played Williamsport basketball. They look like the Wildcats that we saw last week at this time, and they had fun. And I didn't feel as in the first quarter they were having fun, but I guarantee you the second, third, and fourth, they were having a blast.
And credit to North Hagerstown as well. After getting down at the start of the fourth period, they were down 1 at the start of the fourth period. Williamsport had that quick run after the technical foul, and were down by as much as 11 points here in the fourth quarter. Got it all the way down to 3 or 4 points. Yes. Kept fighting. Great effort by the Hubs and for Kevin Naylor as well. Absolutely. Has to be pleased with the fight to stay in that one.
Yeah, I'm sure coaches, from the stepping out and looking back in, he'll be happy with the fight. I feel as though he's going to look at a lot of little details right now that are going to be tough for him. But I do feel as though that there's something he can build off of this. They both come back to work on Tuesday, going against both Boonesboro and Urbana, and then it's playoff time. So now it's kind of sharpening that pencil a little bit to see exactly what you have to do down the stretch to go make the run that you always talk about at the beginning of the season to run.
Joey Dorsey, after a bit of a slow start, only 2 points in the first period. After what he's done the previous couple of games, still ended up leading all scorers here tonight with 27 points. Had a big fourth quarter with those 3 3-pointers that really pulled the Hubs back into it.
Yeah, I mean, he's learning how to score. I feel like he's learned how to score in spots. You know, he has not settled as much as he did early shooting the three. He's now getting to the rim and to the foul line and learning how to expand his scoring opportunities. But they're going to need him to do that, and they're going to need him to do that a lot moving forward, especially depending on how far they're going to go in this run.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight from Williamsport High School. Your final score, 78-73. The Wildcats beating the Hubs. Again, our live coverage here tonight on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes who participated in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. That does it for us here tonight from Williamsport. For Chad Brashears and Bob Parcelletti, I'm Mark Keller. Thank you so much for joining us for high school basketball here on Antietam Broadband. We'll see you next time.